Hi everybody, you're welcome back to this interesting tutorial on how to make this beautiful gown. The one we are going to be making is with a ruched shoulder. This particular one we are going to be talking about, it has this beautiful design on the underbust and a ruched shoulder or gathered shoulder. So if this is what you're going to learn, or if you're interested in learning these guys, just keep watching, and please don't forget to share this video so that every other person will learn from this. If you're interested, just keep watching, okay? So guys, I have my pattern paper. I was actually drafting this at night. If you are not seeing this very well, please bear with me. You're going to see it clear very soon. So I have my pattern paper folded into two. Now I went ahead to get the shoulder to the bust, shoulder to the under bust, shoulder to the waist, and shoulder to my hip length. From there I went ahead to get the full length of this gown. Do you know that you can actually rock this in a blouse? Yeah, you can actually make it in a blouse, but the one we are recreating is the gown part. So I went ahead to connect all the lines, and after that I am just going to go ahead to get my shoulder divided by 2. I'm just going to go ahead and mark it like so. Now from there I'm going to extend the length of my sleeve, which is about 13 inches. Okay, so the total length including my shoulder that I'm making use of is just 21 inches. If you mark your shoulder divided by 2, you went ahead to get the length of your sleeve. So this one is just a cut together shoulder. It's a cut together sleeve. Alright, it's not a cut out sleeve. Now I went ahead to put my neck width of 4 inches. Okay, and the depth is going to come later. So after that I am just going to go ahead on this side part. I came down with 1.5 inches for my shoulder slope, and I'm going to use my ruler like so and connect it. If you want to make this style as a cutout sleeve, you can go ahead and make it a cutout sleeve, but this one is going to be a cut together sleeve. Now after that, the next thing I went ahead to do is to rule my horizontal lines like so. After that, I label the bust, under bust, waist, the hip, and the gown length. Now the next thing I went ahead to do is to get my round sleeve opening. I marked earlier on I marked 13 inches for my round sleeve opening. I later discovered that this is going to be too open for me, like too free for me. I later on I reduce it to be 10 inches and add 2 inches, making 12 for my joining or the hemming allowance. So if you're making your own sleeve, make sure that the sleeve is not too tight and it's not excess free. Okay, like 10 length, 10 inches is okay for someone that is my size, or 11 is okay. But if you're like you know how you want your round sleeve opening to be, you go ahead and do so. It's a dormant sleeve. Now after that, what I went ahead to do is to input all my body measurements: the bust divided by 4, the under bust divided by 4 plus seam allowance, waist divided by 4 plus seam allowance, hip divided by 4 plus seam allowance. Now whatever I have on the hip, I am going to be deducting 2 inches from it and take it down, the remaining or measurement, down to the full length. You know that this is a three quarter. It's not that long. It's not a long gown, and it also has a slit, like an opening at the front. So you, if you want to make it a pencil gown, you go ahead and do so, because it's going to be having a sleeve, a slit on the front. Okay, so whatever you have on the hip, you remove 2 inches from it and take the remaining measurement down to the full length. After that, I went ahead to connect all the measurements, as you see me using my ruler to connect all, like so. So you know that connecting this was like a kimono shape, okay? The Because of the dormant sleeve, or a cut together sleeve, it looks like a kimono shape. Now, initially, I, like what I was explaining before, I have the round sleeve length of 13 inches, and that is why I'm connecting it in a curvy slanty shape like this from the waist to meet to the length of the round sleeve. But later on, I am going to be reducing the round sleeve, and that is why I am going to still take the shape connecting up a little bit. I am still going to come back to that, okay? But I'm just explaining to you how I got my round sleeve measurement. So now the next thing I'm just going to go ahead to do is, from the center front at the underbust line, I am going to measure up. From that underbust, I'm going to measure up 1.5 inches. We are going to be getting that design, that curved design that is on the underbust. So from the underbust, I am going to come up with 1.5 inches at the center front of this underbust. Okay, having measured 1.5 inches at the center front of the underbust, I am going to be using my pencil to connect it in a tiny curved slanty shape, taking it down beneath the underbust like so. I'll be curving it out to come to the side part of this gown. So you see what I was doing. I was just following the length of my round sleeve. So that is why I started curving it on the side parts, like waist area. Do you know that you can actually take this down to the waist line if your sleeve opening is up to your waist area? So you can curve it out like this, giving it that shape to me to the waist. But mine is not up to that place, so I'm just stopping here. And if I corrected the length of my round sleeve opening, I am still going to take this towards that area. If I'm doing that, I'm still going to show you guys how I do it. But for now, I am stopping like so. I do not have any measurement for the curving. Like what I said, from the underbust I went up with 1.5 inches on the center front. So this is just very easy. Like the front and the back is the same thing, guys. The front and back is the same thing. The only difference from the back is just the zipper allowance. If you want your back to be like so, you can go ahead and do it. Now you can see on that center front that I came up with 1.5 inches on the underbust. That is the place my neck depth is going to start. So for the back, I use 7.5 inches for my own back. If I want to slit it opening, I am going to start from um the place. I'm going to curve this pointy shape that is on the underbust to meet to the 7.5 inches I mark for the back neck depth. Okay, but if you don't want it to be like that, you can go ahead and do whatever you wanted to do. Remember, this is a ruche. So being ruche is, we are going to be like gathering the shoulder. After drafting, this is what I have. Okay, this is what I have after the drafting, but I am not yet done. From the down part, I'm going to get the length of the slit opening. I have the length to be 11 inches. If you know where you want your slit opening for your front to start, you go ahead and do so. Now, I started inputting my button starting from that under bust that I went up with to 1.5 inches. You can see what I'm just doing. I'm using my red marker to indicate where the button is going to be on the front. Like what I was saying, if you mark 7.5 inches like my for the back, please go ahead and connect that pointy shape that is from the underbust to meet to the 7.5 inches so that you can be able to slit this upper part open. Now you can see that I am correcting the round sleeve length that I'm talking about. I am making use of 10 inches plus 2 inches, making 12 inches. So you see that my curve shape for the side front or the side part has now changed. I just take it a little up. I took it up a little bit and start connecting it down like so. After using the pencil, I'm just going to use my red marker to outline it so you understand what I'm talking about. If you are using 10 inches for your sleeve opening, go ahead and add 1.5 or 1 inch for your joining. I just add 2 inches depending how allowance you wanted your own to be. Okay. So is the length of your sleeve opening will determine where this ruched um free shoulder is going to be falling. So you see what I was just doing there. You can see the way I just connected this. So I was just looking at it to see if the thing is giving me the type of shape that I wanted. Now our curve just started from the underbust down beneath to the underbust, as you can see. So just go ahead and play around with this. If you don't want your pointy curve center front at the underbust to be too tiny, you go ahead and use 1 inch. Then you go up with 1.5 inch from the underbust. You start connecting it like so to the side part. Like what I was saying, the front and the back is the same thing. The only difference is the zipper allowance. If you are marking the back, go ahead and mark your zipper allowance. Okay, if you don't want your neck depth for the back to be too down like the front, you just mark 7.5 inches or 8 inches. After marking it, please make sure you connect this pointy curve that is on the underbust to meet the length of your back neck depth. I hope you understand because I keep repeating this so that you will make a mistake. I didn't have a video for the back. I was just telling you how the back looks like. The back and the front is just the same thing. Okay, the only difference is the zipper allowance. So I was still outlining this, and guys, I will be coupling this up, showing you because there is a lot of work on this upper part here. Now I will be coupling it and doing everything. Like this is about the cutting and also the sewing part. But before I do that, I am going to be stopping here because I wouldn't want this tutorial to be too long. I will be uploading the part 2 for this so that you will know how to achieve this upper part. Okay, so after that, the next thing to do is to cut it out or to show you how it looks like. So you see the neck depth with the red shape is just the back neck depth. I've gone ahead to cut it out. As you can see, I've cut out the back neck depth. Okay, so if you're cutting this, you use another pattern paper entirely to cut out, transfer your back neck depth. But if you want the back to neck depth to be the same with the front, you go ahead and use only one pattern paper as you see me using it. Okay, now the next thing is to cut the main front neck depth like so. So our front neck depth stopped at the under bust pointy shape. If your back neck depth is just 8 inches or 7 inches, make sure the pointy shape is connected to the length. So this is what I have. I'm just going to go ahead and cut this under bust curve shape out like so. Like what I was saying, guys, I'll be stopping here. Please, if you know what we are doing here, you love it, just don't forget to share this video so that it's going to get to so many people and they are going to learn a lot from this. So after cutting, I'm going to open it up. You see this, you see what I have here. Please make sure to keep your back neck depth one side, don't throw it out. I went ahead to open it up and this is what it looks like. Don't throw your back neck depth away. It's still going to be useful. So wait and stay tuned for the part 2 of this tutorial. Thank you guys for watching, and if you have any um question, please drop it in the comment section. Okay, now I still wanted to extend this. We are still talking about the upper part of this long shoulder. I went ahead to mark out on the shoulder with 3 inches. First of all, on the starting point I marked 3.5, then I went ahead to mark 3 inches and start to rule it up like so. We are doing what is called slash and spread method. Okay, to get our ruche, that gather on the shoulder, we are going to be doing slash and spread method. If you leave me, guys, I am still going to be explaining this, but I wouldn't want this tutorial to be too long. I'll be stopping here. After you mark first, you number it. Okay, so this is where we're going to be stopping. Thank you for watching and see you on our next tutorial, which is the part 2 of this video. Thanks for watching and bye for now. All right.